Phillies on top.
But this club just does not die.
He's under it. He's got it. And the game is over. Hoskins swung on, crushed, and the Phillies are going to lead it 4-0. Just a towering fly ball to straightaway left. Swagger was ready. Bryce Harper has put the Phillies on top.
So you started last year in low A in Clearwater and then ended your season in high leverage situations in the playoffs. Just what was that experience like going from, the minors all the way to, the NLCS in just a short few months?
It was super awesome. Just be able to see all the different teammates and connect with them in all the different ways. So it's just kind of surreal. It's all the buddies we got went through draft class and then Bryce and Trey and all of them. So it was kind of super weird, but that way as a little kid for the first week or so. But overall, it was an awesome moment to be in.
So last year you had an opportunity with the bullpen. You know, a lot of veteran guys, Sir Anthony, Jose, Craig Kimbrell. What was it like as a rookie coming into a bullpen with a lot of veteran guys? You obviously had Craig Kimbrell, all-time great. What did you be able to learn from him and other guys that you're able to take into year two?
Just a lot of takeaways. So what they did with their career, talking with Hoffman especially, because he was we got really close with him and Strom. Just kind of what they did early on in their careers. It was they weren't French guys, but they struck a little bit more than they like to. So just kind of talking with that, it was just I was doing that through the NLCS, so it's kind of oh, what's going on with this? How'd you get through it? Kind of little stuff like that.
Nice. I just got one more. So I just interviewed Scott Air, who's on the 08 Phillies, and he kind of talked a lot about what playing in Red October was like. What was your experience, playing in Red October? What was the atmosphere like as a player with the fans and just Citizens Bank Park?
It was honestly the most unreal experience ever. You get the chills every time always walked out after the national anthem and into the bullpen, going out and just all the towels wave with the fanatic going crazy and stuff like that. So I think that was the best experience. Just seeing how excited the crowd was for every game.
Awesome. Nice. And just one last thing, some of the minor leaguer guys saw that Mick Abel, Griff McGarry, guys like that are going to be invited to spring training this year. What are you hoping to see out of those two guys during spring training and hopefully throughout the 2024 season?
Yeah, one of the greatest things that I believe that the fans throughout baseball, and especially in Philadelphia, we get along. All the players. It's such a great group of players. And the more these kids they come in to be around all the family, all the good players that we have, the clubhouse, do things in spring training, crack a joke here and there, serious and start understanding this is just the big leagues. I'm here for a reason. So the more these guys have an experience in spring training with all these guys and they go ahead and play and let their natural ability play, that's what we like to them, for the continued experience, because I know they're going to help us out, whether it's the beginning of the season, in the middle, at some point of the season, they're going to help us out, in our journey to win a World Series.
Awesome. And just one last thing, some of the minor leaguer guys saw that Mick Abel, Griff McGarry, guys like that are going to be invited to spring training this year. What are you hoping to see out of those two guys during spring training and hopefully throughout the 2024 season?
Yeah, one of the greatest things that I believe that the fans throughout baseball, and especially in Philadelphia, we get along. All the players. It's such a great group of players. And the more these kids they come in to be around all the family, all the good players that we have, the clubhouse, do things in spring training, crack a joke here and there, serious and start understanding this is just the big leagues. I'm here for a reason. So the more these guys have an experience in spring training with all these guys and they go ahead and play and let their natural ability play, that's what we like to them, for the continued experience, because I know they're going to help us out, whether it's the beginning of the season, in the middle, at some point of the season, they're going to help us out, in our journey to win a World Series.
Awesome. Few things. one, as the manager of the Phillies, you had the opportunity to experience Red October as a visitor when you were with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Now you've had the opportunity to experience Red October with the Phillies. What's the difference as a visitor and as the manager for the Phillies?
Yeah, it's kind of intimidating as a visitor, And after last year, I talked to another coach from another club when it was all over, and I said, we were just talking about the experience, and he said it was 4 hours of hell for our players, just because the fans were just loud, boisterous from the first pitch until the last pitch. Never sat down. It's just an amazing thing to experience.
Spring training just around the corner, and obviously this team has eyes set on one thing. What's your message going to be to them, day one of spring training?
That we are now the hunted. We are not the hunter. We're the hunted. And so in saying that, you have to have the mentality of a hunter, understanding that everybody's coming after you. We're not going to hide from anybody. We're not going to sneak up on anybody. We need to be ready to play every night from the first pitch until the last pitch.
Obviously, we all know what Trey Turner, the standing ovation, did for him on the field. But what did it do for him, in the clubhouse and just his confidence level?
Oh, it went. It relaxed him and let him just sort of put his body on autopilot. But the other thing that it did, I think it relaxed everybody else, because everybody else, this is as tight a knit group as I've ever been around, and they care about each other. And so when a guy is out there on the field failing or bleeding or however you want to put it, they feel it, and they're going through it with him. So when that happened, and I think everybody just kind of exhaled and just relaxed.
In his development, both offensively and defensively, what are your expectations and hopes for him going into year 3 and second year at second base?
Yeah, I think, as far as I'm concerned, he was Gold Glove second baseman. That's done. Offensively, he didn't improve. There's some things that we're looking at, to cut down his chase rate, especially late in the season, because he's got a great eye and he understands the strike zone so well. That's who he should be, and not really worry about anything else. So, I think he's going to improve. I think Bone's going to improve. I think Marsh is going to get better. Basically, because we have a really, really good coaching staff. And they know what they're doing.
Yes.